Bless up. We back live and direct. You already know how we do it. Coming in with the info to make that mind start realizing what's really going on. So that the difficulties and the challenges that we face along the way may merely come to be as lessons that we got to go through. Because the minute we start to realize every lesson is to go about making us better, then we're going to start embracing the lessons, not running away from the lessons, but more along the line of finding meaning. And that's one of the things we have to go about doing. We have to go about finding meaning in some of the things that we're going through. Nothing is by accident. So let me share this quick story with you, and hopefully that you can see that life is merely going about helping us to understand the things that we have to go through. Along the way, we're going to stumble upon some things. Let it be people, let it be work, career, and so forth. But because we are a passionate set of people, we go forth with our hearts, our minds, and we jump in head first, totally committed. But as we're embarking on this journey, we soon come to realize that you're the only one that's feeling the way that you're feeling. Nobody else seems to have your passion. Nobody else seems to have your drive. And it's as though you are laboring while everybody is just relaxing. But the lesson in all of this, despite how everybody else's feel, you must carry on in doing what is appropriate and right for you. You see, a lot of us, we get discouraged because not everybody shares our visions or our dreams. So because our immediate community does not go about sharing our passions, we get discouraged. But life is not trying to see if your immediate family is committed to the cause. Life wants to see how committed you are to the cause. So it don't matter how many people don't go about supporting you. What's really and foremost the truth of the matter is, how committed are you willing to go about staying? And we got hi, I'm in the hurricane. Prayer, Haley Shelton. Prayers go out to you, and prayers go out to you so that we, and for those who are being affected by the hurricanes, I hope, pray that we go about finding shelter and we lean on supporting one another, because in times nobody calls on cataclysm to be in their life. Nobody wants um well, that's where prayer comes in, and we must have faith, and having faith in that God is going to take care of everything. We got to pray, because the ultimate thing about life is when we go about giving it faith, things seems to go about working its way out. Yes, it's a horrific situation, but yet at the same time, that's why we have to go about praying. We have to come together. We have to go about coming together as a community and prayers so that everything may go in accord with what is right. So hold on to your faith, and by praying, it will go about delivering things to go the way they're supposed to go. We'll reach out to the community, and if in any way the community could go about helping, that'd be a good thing. But going back to not to be dismissive in any kind of way, but because when we go through something, let it say, we have to have that conviction in that we are willing to stay the course. And in staying the course, it's more along the line of being true, because too many of us, we switch up and we're not consistent, we're not constant in our pursuit. If you're going to have faith, but you can't be teeter-tottering. You can't be on both sides of the fence. Some people, they want to say, well, I'm going to pray, I'm going to give it to God. But yet at the same time, they go about worrying and feeling as if though that, what could I go about doing? Nah. If you're going to deliver it over, go ahead and deliver it over. Because one thing about life is going to test you in that either you're in or you're out. One out the two. You can't be half in, half out. And too many times, the one thing that goes about propagating a sense of worthlessness is that a lot of females, they're not committed to the relationship. Let it be shit get rocky financially, they quick to dip out on you. The level of perseverance, the level of just riding out the storm, because through the rough times, it's more coming to show us what kind of person we really are, despite how we may see ourselves, despite how our family has gone about propping us up. So the good times is merely a reward process and what you have worked for and so forth. The bad times is more a lesson in teaching you who you are. It's more to go about helping you understand that in embarking on some of these things that you're going to go through, it needs to see how determined you are as a person, how resilient, because a lot of us, when it's good, we smiling. We doing jumping jacks on top of the world. But when it goes bad, we don't know. We seem to have lost that strength in how we go about carrying ourselves on from day to day. But let it be good or bad, remain constant in who you are. The one thing that a lot of us fail to realize, shit's gonna happen, but the only constant is you. You can't control anything else that happens in or around your environment. But the only thing that you can control is how you go about relating to it and how you go about dealing with it. Don't let the situation go about changing you. See, so many times we go through things, and because of what we're going through, the situation goes about affecting us and driving us in a position and ideology that is not who we are. Case in point, you hang around some selfish ass people. The longer you hang around them, the more you're going to start being like them, because they going to change you despite how you feel. Oil and vinegar, oil and water, they just don't mix. So if they start to mix, something else going to come out of it. And because a lot of times we go about lying to ourselves that I'm not going to let my friends change me. The more you deal with them little piece of shits, the more you're going to become like them. And then don't let it be that you are the minority within that friendship. If they got 10 of them and you're the only one who looks at life from an auspicious view, 9 times out of 10, you're going to start acting just like them. And you're going to start accepting what they doing as being righteous. Even though you didn't start out that way. But because you allowed that influence to infiltrate your thoughts and the way how you go about doing things, it's only a matter of time. And let it be in a matter of time. That effect is going to take place gradually. And before you know it, when situations happen, you're going to end up being worse than them. Because you're going to hold on to that as principle, as value. But ain't shit worth about that. The thing that you have to remember is being true to self. Like I said earlier, just because everybody's not on the same accord, just because your closest friends or your family don't support your dream, life is trying to go about testing you. How much do you believe in your dreams? How much? What?